one, action.
Action.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Sith Happens podcast. We are a week late, but we're here. It's the thought that counts, and we're so happy to discuss the WandaVision season finale.
Finale.
Crazy. It passed like nothing. Like waiting for it was like god awful, but it went super fast.
Yeah, definitely. I watched it in class because I literally couldn't wait.
Nice. I don't remember when I watched it. I watched it in the evening because all of my friends came over, and all of my friends, I mean like 4, but they came over and we all watched it.
Yeah, I watched it in class, and that's the first thing in my notes is that I'm watching this in class, so my notes might be bad.
Well, Ellie, thank you, Pastor Maya, for clarifying or letting us know.
Not that my notes are ever spectacular, but they guide us through, so.
Yeah, they give us a train track.
Yeah. Okay, so the next thing is I don't remember the episode. I think Agatha said something about the giving powers to the undeserving, and I was like, is Wanda undeserving? Because she used her powers to create this selfish reality, you know?
Yeah, but I'm not really sure on that because she is just kind of some random 30-year-old, I guess. I don't know how old she is. They never clarify. They do clarify, but it doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense.
Yeah. In some instances, she's like 23. In other instances, she's 30. And none of it makes sense, but it's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
But,
it's all good.
I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't say she's undeserving, but I don't think she would say she's deserving. She's just kind of like, there's a gray middle ground there, and that's where she operates.
Yes. Spider-Man Homecoming reference.
Yeah.
And then Wanda like hits Agatha with her car and then like kills her, and then her feet are there, and I'm like, that's like the Wicked Witch of the East type beat.
Yeah, they zoomed in on her feet, and I was like, oh yeah, I remember that movie too.
I understood that reference. And then we see White Vision, and I was like, is he gonna have Ultron's voice? Because that would be so cool, but it didn't.
No,
that's fine.
It's just Paul Bettany. Although, I'm not going to lie to you guys, White Vision, no, it's over. It is over. There's no reason.
No reason for White Vision?
No, there's no reason for him to look that good.
Oh. Yeah, he was pretty cool.
Like,
his eyes kind of freaked me out, but the rest of him was cool.
Yeah, the whole, like, the beginning part, I almost said the beginning. The beginning part with the two visions fighting, that was super cool. I don't know. I like the ideas of superheroes that are equally matched. So.
Yeah. I don't know. I said, OMG, here we go. I knew it was going to happen. Maybe I think that was Vision versus White Vision, because everyone was kind of like predicting that to happen, and it happened. I think that's what that was. That was like it was the equivalent of like the Darksaber versus Beskar Spear, Mando versus Moff Gideon fight. Yeah. So where I was anticipating that for a good amount of time, and it was cool to see. And then you see Monica, and I'm like, bro, just use your powers. Wait, am I? My notes are so confusing. I should not have watched this in class because I don't understand what anything is.
Yeah. I was thinking maybe I should have rewatched sometime before. But it's okay. We'll get through it. We'll figure it out.
It's fine. Because I thought, I don't know. And we see Monica, and I'm like, come on, bro, use your powers. but then she doesn't, apparently, in this part. But, okay, I had a question, and that was, how did they make White Vision? Like, how does he have all the Mind Stone powers, despite the Mind Stone being destroyed?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not entirely sure how that worked. Didn't really think about it either. I was just kind of like, yeah, go. But like,
Unless that's not, because I know that there's like different, they talk about Infinity War. There's like different parts of Vision. Like there's Jarvis, there's Ultron, there's the Mind Stone, there's something else, and blah blah. So unless his like powers aren't from the Mind Stone, but I don't really know where else his powers would come. Like I would think that they would come from the Mind Stone because like Jarvis and Ultron aren't going to give him like superpowers. Those give him like knowledge and stuff. I would think.
I mean, you'd think so, but at the same time, didn't Tony and Bruce work on his body a bit too?
Maybe.
So like that's Vision's like real body. So I'm pretty sure he was probably equipped with more than just like Mind Stone stuff. I'm not entirely sure how the laser beam works, but
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like the laser beam. They probably just artificially recreated it in the lab.
I mean
That's what I
probably.
would guess. It's probably just technology, and it's not actually like the Mind Stone power. And then we see the wonderful Hayward, my favorite character. Great guy.
Yeah, he's like, everybody go in, go.
He
go.
was like, he sees Jimmy Woo, and he's like, my favorite trio member. And I was like, oh, so he's racist and sexist because he hates both the women.
Wait, what did he say?
He said he saw Jimmy Woo, and he was like, oh, my favorite trio member. Why is your favorite trio member the man? Hayward.
Oh, how dare he?
Although, yeah.
I don't know. Hayward's walking on a thin line.
Cancel
He
him.
was
But
already
then it's
a
okay.
bad guy. He's
Because
already a
then-
bad guy. But I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's okay.
I was trying to get my joke out, but I feel bad now.
No, continue.
Okay. But I was gonna say it's already one thing for him to be a bad guy, but now he's racist and sexist.
Canceled.
He's get the boot.
Canceled.
Everybody, while you're at it, type in the comments hashtag cancel Hayward.
Cancel Hayward.
Like the video, subscribe, and if you're not there yet, go over to Twitter hashtag cancel Hayward.
Cancel Hayward. Get it trending.
Get it trending.
And then be like, people will be like, where'd you see that? And then you can be like, oh, I heard it on this really cool and good funny podcast.
Yeah, the super
called
awesome cool podcast.
Sith Happens.
While
You
you're
should
at
go
it,
listen to them and like, subscribe, and comment.
Yeah, advertise us and tell them that while they're at it, they need to smash that like button, comment below, hit the subscribe button, and turn on the post notification.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So do that.
Do it. Make it trend on Twitter.
Yeah. Or else.
Or what?
Just kidding. We're not threatening you.
Yeah, we're
We're not.
yeah, I'm
Okay. Anyways, it's okay. Cancel Hayward because Darcy runs him over with her car.
I don't think she ran him over. I'm pretty
Okay.
sure
She hit his
T-boned
car.
him.
She hit his car with her car.
Man, it's a good thing her airbag didn't explode.
I know.
Both of their airbags didn't explode, man. That's good. It's a good thing. I'm glad to know that Sword Tech doesn't have airbags equipped into their vehicles.
And then we see Jimmy Woo, and he's like, I will call all of my super powerful, scary friends on you.
Yeah, he was like, I'll have him here within the hour, and then they throw him into jail, and he's like,
Yeah, I was
can
like-
you be here within the hour, please?
I know. I was like, go off, Jimmy, period. And then Hayward's like, you're bluffing. And he's like, no, I'm not. And then they throw him in jail, and then we find out that he was bluffing. And he's like, you be here.
It's pretty smart, though. I wouldn't have thought of that. I would make a very terrible FBI agent. I have 0 brain cells.
Yeah.
Like, my entire purpose on this planet is comedic relief and nothing else.
That's why we have the podcast.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Our humor is devolving. It gets worse every episode.
Yeah, with each passing episode, I think we just kind of, like, lose more and more of our sanity.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
It's fine.
I don't mind.
And then,
also, Happy Pi Day. It's March 14th.
Yes. You put 1.159265359.
Nerd. Anyways, go. I know I'm not going to have this episode up till, like, around 8 o'clock CST. But if you still have time watching this, go buy a pie. Even if it's not Pi Day when you're watching this, go buy a pie. Go support your local supermarket. I'm not going to say names because I don't have a sponsorship. And I don't want to get copywritten. I don't know if that's how it works, but I don't want to get sued.
Because Sith Happens supports local businesses.
Yes, we do.
Another reason to promote us.
Yeah, go Super Saver Shoppers Club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever that is.
Go shopping. Anyways.
I had cheesecake last night. So that was my pie.
What kind?
Godiva chocolate from Cheesecake Factory. It's really good.
There's a Cheesecake Factory in my hometown, and I've never been to it.
It's so good. I ate all of it except for this one last section, and then my friend hit my cheesecake box, and it fell onto her carpet. So I didn't get to finish my cheesecake. It's okay.
At least the floor got to enjoy it, you know?
Yeah, we had to scrub it out of the carpet.
Just use the fork. Just eat it out of the carpet.
Yeah, I mean, it's all hairy. And
You just lay there like...
When she knocked over, I should have just started crying. And just, like, eat it off of the floor while bawling my eyes out. Like, you did this to me! Happy Pie Day!
I wish I knew what to tell you guys. Like, I wish I could explain why I thought that was so funny.
I'm personally losing my mind because we lost an hour of sleep last night.
We did lose an hour of sleep last night. And yeah, all of a sudden, it was 3 a.m.
Yep.
I was like, excuse me?
I was scrolling through TikTok and I checked the clock. I was like, holy shit, it's 3 a.m. How long was I on TikTok for? And then I realized that the hour changed. So I had only been on TikTok for 11 hours instead of 12.
Oh, that's, yeah.
Yeah. It
But,
was really good.
yeah, I was watching The Amazing World of Gumball, and I was like, it's 3 a.m. And then I went to bed, and I woke up, and I was like, it's 10 a.m. And I was like, actually, it's 11 a.m., but it's backwards. And so, by that logic, I got ready for this podcast, and we never did it until now.
Yeah.
Yeah. What were we talking about?
Jimmy Woo.
Jimmy Woo.
Something like that. Then we see Norm. And I just was like, Norm, because the actor, like, responded to my comment on TikTok. So I was like, we're friends now. Like, that's my bestie on the screen. And then I texted him, but he didn't text me back.
Oh. That's really sad.
Anyways, and then, okay, so then we get to, like, actual, like, not I don't want to say interesting, because it's always interesting, but, like, important stuff for future Marvel projects. We do Agatha discussing what the Scarlet Witch is, and we see how it relates to Doctor Strange, because she states stronger than, or more powerful than the Sorcerer Supreme.
Yeah, I saw that, and I was like, dope.
Dope.
Sorcerer Supreme. More like...
Wanda.
Wong.
Wait, is Wong the Sorcerer? No, he's not. Wong was the library guy.
Yeah, he was
Is there
like...
a Sorcerer Supreme now? I mean, I guess we'll find out, but...
I thought Strange was Sorcerer Supreme.
Oh, I thought he was just the person who, you know how they have the people who,
That or he's the protect. I don't know what he is. Let's look it up.
yeah, I thought he was the guy who guarded the New York,
Sanctum.
Sanctum. I thought that's what he did, but.
Is it not called? It's called the Sanctum Sanctorum, right?
Hmm.
Okay, well, I watched Sky High recently, and I remember him calling. I remember the dad, Kurt Russell, also known as Star Wars Dad.
Star Wars Dad?
Yeah, Kurt Russell was Ego. But
Yeah.
I
In
forgot what I
Marvel.
was. Yeah, in Marvel, yes, MCU.
Why'd you call him Star Wars Dad?
What?
Oh, Star Lord. I thought you said Star Wars Dad.
No.
I was
not
like,
Star
whose
Wars.
dad did he play in Star Wars? Never mind.
I forgot what I was looking up, so I just.
Sanctum
okay.
Sanctorum.
Yeah. Yes.
Or no, you were gonna look up what does Doctor Strange do?
Sorcerer Supreme. I didn't want the movie, but thank you. And it's not even like the actual movie, it's the 2007 animated movie.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Is Doctor Strange... No, Doctor Strange is not on Netflix, Google. Is Doctor Strange the Sorcerer Supreme in the MCU? No, he's not.
Cool.
Who is the Sorcerer Supreme? MCU Sorcerer Supreme. Ancient One. Okay, so it's Bald Lady.
She dies.
Okay,
I want to
so-
know who the new one is.
Alright, I guess we just don't have a Sorcerer Supreme yet. But hey, you know what I am?
What?
I was gonna say, you know what I am excited for?
What?
I'm excited for Mordo to come back.
Mordo?
Yeah. I think that's his name.
No, you're probably right. I just don't remember him.
Mordo. Yeah, Mordo, the Baron Mordo, the black guy, and he was like the bill always comes due.
Oh, he was he's like gonna be the bad guy or something, right?
Yes, he's gonna.
Because in the
he's gonna
post,
be-
or was that the post-credit scene, or was that the very end of the movie where he goes to the guy who like learned how to walk and
and
literally
take the magic away.
literally takes away his ability to walk. I was like, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Uh,
Like I went and did some research after watching Doctor Strange, and I was like looking into like the comic character history and stuff, and I was like, oh, Mordo's a bad. Oh no, you want to know how I found that out?
how?
I was playing Lego Marvel Superheroes.
I think I have that game.
I was playing Lego Marvel Superheroes 2 with my brother, and Mordo was one of the bad guys in the Doctor Strange section, and I was like, that's weird. And so I looked it up, and I was like, oh, Mordo's a bad guy. So I went and rewatched Doctor Strange, and I saw the post-credit scene where he freaking, and the guy was like, I can't move. And he was like, bill always comes due. And then he just dips. And I was like, okay.
Yeah. Terrible. I was like, what is wrong with you? You're terrible.
If I took your legs, Mordo. What kind of name is
So-
that anyways? Mordo.
Villains make me so mad because they're always like, they always think they're morally superior, but they try to assert their moral superiority by doing a bunch of morally wrong things. Like Thanos, he was like, the universe is out of balance. I must save it by killing out the population. Bro, just make more resources. Just make more food. Like, if you're worried about people being hungry, just be like, everyone always has enough food. Hello?
Easy.
You don't have to be
It's
freaking
simple.
do genocide.
Yeah. Emperor Palpatine, he was like, I want an empire, so I make an empire. And everybody's like, we don't want that. And he was like, and they're like, okay, never mind.
Ever. What's the other one? There's another villain who makes... Oh, Barris. Oh, she makes me so mad. Because you know what? You know what? Her criticisms about the Jedi were right. They were valid. But you cannot be like, I hate the Jedi for killing innocent people and falsely proclaiming that they're peacekeepers. You know how I'm gonna prove it to them? I'm gonna blow up a freaking bomb and kill a bunch of innocent people to protest them killing innocent people. You idiot.
I forgot about that.
That made me... And people on TikTok are like, Barris was right. I'll defend her. No! You don't defend her. You agree with her criticisms, but her actions are the most hypocritical thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah, that's terrorism.
She's like... Ugh. Makes me so mad.
Yeah. You know, there was one funny thing to come out of that whole arc, though, was when Barris was like, the only thing the Jedi Council believes in is violence, and Anakin ignites a second saber. And it's like those memes, and it's like him holding two sabers, and it's like, ignites a second saber to prove that bitch how wrong she is. And I'm like, yes, get her. But, yeah.
Anyways, where were we? Oh.
I don't know.
Someone says meat puppet. Who says meat puppet in the show? Do they call Vision a meat puppet?
I don't think they call Vision a meat puppet, but...
Do they call the townspeople meat puppets?
The townspeople were meat puppets.
Oh. I thought that was funny. Like, meat puppet.
Kermit the Frog, but in real life.
Yeah, made of meat.
Me sticking my hand up somebody so they can become my meat puppet.
Woo! Wow! That was a sentence. Good job.
Thanks. I'm 19 now, so.
Yes.
Yes.
And then I said, and this is so funny, it was literally right before the scene with Evan Peters. I typed in my notes, are we ever going to find out who Ralph is? And then the next note is, oh, he was just some random guy. Ralph Boner. I'm sorry.
I didn't even make that connection.
What?
I didn't even make that connection that the whole time she was talking about her husband, Ralph, it was him.
That was the joke! He's Ralph!
Like, I know he's Ralph, but I forgot that she had a husband because she ended up being the bad guy. So I was like, okay, yeah.
I just like remembered all those jokes in the earlier episode. She'd be like, my husband Ralph! And I'm like, are we ever gonna find out who Ralph is?
My cousin's Ralph, my husband Ralph's idea of a good time is sad or something. And I don't know, I just up and forgot she had a husband. So you saying that totally just like clicked it for me. But, yeah, we did find out who Ralph was. Boner.
It was pretty funny.
It was funny. I thought it was funny. I personally, the only thing I had a problem with was that one of the showrunners for WandaVision was like, I really didn't think people were gonna I didn't really think people were gonna run with an X-Men connection just because of Evan Peters. Why wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't we?
I didn't care. I thought it was funny. I don't get why people were so mad. Like, that was the joke. Make you think, like, oh, Evan Peters X-Men, but it's just Ralph Boner.
Yeah, Ralph Boner.
Like, that is so funny to me. But the fact that they said it wasn't meant to feel like a prank or something, like, that's stupid.
Yeah.
If it was gonna be a prank, just say it was gonna be a prank because it's a funny prank. It is.
It is a funny prank.
But don't be like, oh, it wasn't meant to be a prank. Like, yes, it was.
Yeah.
Like, it was.
Don't be like, oh, I didn't see how people would make I didn't see how people were gonna form an X-Men.
Like, I'm sorry, you have Evan Peters playing Quicksilver.
Yeah.
Who's not gonna make an X-Men connection?
Recast Pietro as Evan Peters, who we all know Evan Peters as multiple different things, to be fair. But mainly, when it comes to Marvel, we know him as Quicksilver. So why wouldn't we see Quicksilver in him? Like, that's... I don't know.
That was dumb. But overall, it was still a funny scene.
Oh, no, it was very funny. It was hilarious.
And then Monica beats him up, and it's pretty awesome. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, he was like, please don't hurt me.
He was like, oh, she's feisty. I was like, don't be weird.
He said that. He was like, wow. Feisty. I was like, excuse me?
But good for Monica. And then I said don't go in. Oh, I think I was talking about Sword going into the Hex.
Oh yeah, because they took their vehicles in. They're like.
Yeah. And then Vision and White Vision, I said their unicorn horns are fighting because their forehead lasers were like connecting. Their unicorn horns are fighting.
Do you remember that scene where they like grabbed hands and they spiraled all the way down to the ground?
Yeah.
And you know that trend where it's like one person and the other person, they like do this?
Yeah.
They were like they were like a mentally created version of a sentient robot, and it's like the dead version of the original robot, and it's like besties as they spin all the way down to the ground.
That's funny. And then we see what happens when the Hex goes away. We see that Vision and Billy and Tommy are not making it out.
Yeah, they're like.
And I literally typed that. I said, nah, fam. Billy, Tommy, and Vision aren't making it out of this episode. Like, they're not. I knew it. As soon as I saw them start to dissolve when she tried to destroy the Hex, I was like, nope, they're done.
I was like, well, that's great. We're going to lose.
Which really sucks, because I really thought, I didn't think Vision was going to make it out. I knew that. I thought that Billy and Tommy would, but they didn't.
This does kind of answer our discussion question, though, whenever we were talking about what happens whenever the Hex disappears. Because we were like, who's going to disappear and who's not? Because, like the people in there were real, but Billy and Tommy were born in there.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently, by that logic, they were a part of the Hex. So we got our answer.
Yeah. That was nice. I just wish they didn't die. But it's fine. What's next? Oh, and then we get the little Incredibles scene, and it was so cute.
That was good.
They're like a little super family.
That was
like,
really good. I like that.
Yeah.
That was
I
fun.
was like, I like the Incredibles, so it was
Me
like
too.
cool to see.
It's one of the best Pixar movies.
My dad loves the Incredibles. He's like obsessed with them. I don't know why. Not obsessed, but he just really likes the Incredibles.
All right.
And then, so I don't know if I was, this is definitely me being overly critical. Like, I don't care that much. It's just something that I noticed. Something weird was going on with White Vision's mouth CGI. I don't know if you noticed that.
I think I know what you're talking about. Because I remember thinking about it whenever he talked. It was just really like.
It was like he didn't have teeth. And the inside of his mouth was just black. Just straight black. And the lip movement didn't always line up with the voice. So I don't know what was happening there. I really only noticed it in like a scene or two, but I was like, that's a little weird. But
I think I remember thinking something like that whenever I was watching it. But I was also really invested. Because that whole thing, the whole fight with words, or not fights, but like still like I loved that. Like, yeah, I like watching superheroes go boom, boom, pow, as much as the nice guy. But I don't know, the whole thing where they like used logic to figure it out was really, really cool to me. And I don't know, it was just, I don't know. I was really down with it. I was really invested, and I thought it was really cool. And there was something else I was going to say. I was going to compare the White Vision mouth movements to the Luke Skywalker CG.
yeah, I think they were similar there, but that doesn't, I don't know. I don't know why they would be similar because it's like two completely different forms of like CGI there, but whatever. It's fine. Then there was just like a quote that I thought was kind of cool when Agatha was like being Agatha. She's like up in the sky or something, and Wanda's down on the ground, and then Sword pulls up with like all the guns and the military trucks and stuff, and then Agatha says, "There's always torches and pitchforks for women like us." I was like, that's kind of a cool quote. You can't even like deny.
Yeah, I was like, interesting.
Interesting. Salem witch trials, and then, but also, not really comparable because, well, I guess in this case there actually were witches, but in the Salem witch trials there obviously weren't actually witches. They just burned women at the stake because they thought that they were acting sus. I don't know.
But do we know that they weren't witches?
Here, Wanda is like trapping innocent people. So I was like, it really doesn't say that, Agatha. But you know what? The quote was cool, so we'll just
Roll with it. We'll roll with it.
And then Wanda goes, kids handle the military. I thought that was a funny quote. I was like, damn.
Yeah, no, that one was good when she was like, kids handle the military. I'll be right back. And I don't know. I enjoyed that too. That was funny.
And then Hayward starts shooting literal children.
Yeah, he was like, okay. Bang. And Billy was like.
And then Monica was like. And then she was like.
Yeah.
And then Hayward kept shooting her. Like, I hate you.
He ran out of bullets too. I was like, sucks. That sucks.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Billy was all like Neo up in the Matrix. I'm like. And that whole little exchange where she was like, I like your tricks. And he was like, yours are cool too.
Yeah. Sorry, I was yawning. Told you, losing an hour of sleep has got to be. You know what I still have to do today?
What?
It's 7 o'clock almost. It feels like it's like 4.
Yeah,
I have to clean, do laundry, do my physics homework, do my anatomy homework.
Ew.
Yeah.
When I was waiting on you earlier, I checked my comm class to see if I had homework, because usually I have homework at the end of every week, so I was like, okay, let's look here, and I had nothing assigned. I was like, great, nothing to do all day. So instead, I went and bought a pie and put gas in my car. Yes. I also went and got a burger. Eat healthy, kids. But
yeah.
And I literally have nothing to do today, but for some reason I've just been so like all day.
It's so, well, I mean, you don't live here in
No,
Ohio.
I don't. You're right. I don't.
But in Cincinnati, it's really dreary. Like, it's just cloudy. The sun doesn't come out all day.
It's cloudy here too.
Super gray and dark all day. It's just like, ugh.
It hasn't been like dark, but it's definitely been cloudy. So it's definitely kind of been like,
yeah.
But, you know.
Oh, well. Okay, next. Then we see Darcy hit Hayward's car, and I was like, ha. And she was like, have fun in prison. It was funny. I love Darcy.
That was funny. I enjoyed it.
I hope we get to see more of her. I think we will.
If she's not back in Thor: Love and Thunder, I will be a little bit
She
sad.
better be back. I want to see her and Lady Sif.
Like,
she was in Ragnarok.
Like, if Natalie Portman's going to be Thor, or Lady Thor, anyways, then I don't see why there's any reason why Darcy shouldn't come back.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Especially because she's so funny. And Taika Waititi is also so funny. Like, she's already hilarious, but he could make her, like, Darcy just hilarious in that film.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
I'm very excited to see the Thor: Love and Thunder. I was never a big Thor fan until Ragnarok. I feel like other people can say the same. Some people can't. I don't know. Like, I liked Thor before. His movies weren't my thing.
He was cool. I don't know. I just don't think his character had a lot of depth. In my opinion.
At the time he didn't. He was.
I think he was just like, I'm Thor. I'm cool. Now the Dark World, he like lost his mom and he lost Loki a few times. But I don't know. I would argue that loss doesn't necessarily give the character depth always.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
There are characters with good development who will never experience loss, but I don't know. He just didn't feel very like his character didn't have a lot of depth to me. Wasn't really like relatable. You couldn't really connect with him. But then in Ragnarok, it was like lighter and funnier, so it was more entertaining to watch, and it also went into like Odin and like what his mom meant to him, what his dad, like his relationship with his dad, his relationship with Loki. Then we see his sister, we see his relationship with Ragnarok and Heimdall. Like I just feel like everything got super developed from the past movies over the course of Ragnarok, and it was more entertaining to watch.
Yeah.
I don't know. Now there's this one guy that I know he's a DC fan. So it kind of makes sense because honestly, Thor and Thor: The Dark World have more of a DC vibe in my opinion. But he hates Ragnarok. He hates Taika Waititi, and he loves Thor and Thor: The Dark World. I was like, that's you do you, but
That's a little strange. I've never met anyone that actually loves Thor and Thor: The Dark World. At least or at least Thor: The Dark World, because that movie's not good. And like the first one is honestly like fine. I don't mind watching it, but the second one is definitely it's
I don't know.
in my opinion. I'm not.
I feel like it's I don't know. I have conflicted feelings. I need to. For me, Thor: The Dark World was more memorable than Thor. That could just be because I paid closer attention because everyone always hates on it. It could be because we revisit Thor: The Dark World and Endgame. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the first two Thor movies. They're just not very memorable for me.
Yeah. I don't know, but like Thor, yeah, like you said, Thor himself, he didn't really have a lot of depth, and some could argue that could be the point. He's a god. We're not supposed to be able to relate to him.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
But him hanging around a bunch of human people will obviously humanize him and change the way he acts and stuff. And we see that in Ragnarok, which is cool. I think it changed Thor for the better, for the audience and for his character himself. But I don't know. Because of that and because of how he was in Infinity War and Endgame, I'm very excited to see. I'm very excited to see the fourth one, especially with those set photos with him and Chris Pratt. They both look so good. Like obviously we have Thor back. His hair is longer. I think it might be a wig, but either way, on the set photos we get to have Thor with long hair again. So there's that.
Natalie Portman is jacked.
Yes, that too. Natalie Portman. Okay. Anyways, so, and then Chris Pratt. His hair was kind of long and shaggy too. So we can see he's kind of. I don't know. I feel like they're all just kind of feeling themselves in this movie, and I'm very excited to see how it goes and how it plays out. And yeah, I'm very excited.
Me too. Can't wait. A bunch of Marvel projects that are coming up. I'm just so excited for. Spider-Man. I watched Cherry, Tom Holland's new movie.
I've been meaning to pirate it, and so I haven't watched it yet, but I'm very excited to.
It was pretty good. It was interesting to watch. It was a good storyline. And obviously it was a good storyline because it was an autobiography. Like the book was an autobiography based on this own man's experiences. So obviously the storyline was good because it was realistic. It touched on a lot of serious topics in an appropriate way, I feel. It didn't like romanticize anything. It like hit everything pretty much on the head. I just don't know if my ring just fell off my finger. I don't know if the execution, like, what am I trying to say? I sound like a whole film critic right now, and I don't know anything about film. This is like the most in-depth review I've ever given of a film. I don't know if if it was executed well in terms of like cinematography and like script and writing and stuff. Like the acting was good. The storyline was good. It was interesting to watch and follow. Mm-hmm. Sometimes the writing was just, and so there's a shot, and I'm sure you've probably seen this on TikTok, or seen a meme about it. I think they talked about it in the group chat, actually. I think Elena said something about it. There's a shot from inside of Tom Holland, like his butt. And it's just in no way necessary to the plot of the like at all. Like at all. And so I was like, okay, we're taking some artistic, creative choices here. And I think you can tell that Tom Holland wasn't a fan of that scene either, because I remember seeing him being asked about that in an interview, and he was just so short with his answers, and like he just looked so uncomfortable and like unhappy to be having been asked about that scene. I don't know. That was interesting. There was a few scenes that I was like, what are we doing here? But overall, Tom's performance is great. Ciara Bravo's performance is great. They both did amazing. They carried the movie, in my opinion. The storyline was good. I enjoy watching it. It's just probably not something that I'll like rewatch again. But yeah. So just get ready, because there's some pretty... It's very graphic. And I'm not saying that every scene is like the inside of someone's butt, but there are scenes. So there's a scene from in the inside of his butt. There's a scene of him jerking off in a porta potty. There's a scene, like, there's obviously multiple scenes of them, like, doing heroin and then going through withdrawal, vomiting, crapping their brains out, like, throwing up blood, like, yeah.
So, when you say inside his butt...
Inside his butt.
Like...
So, you know, there's, like, when you go in the butt, there's, like, the rectum and the small intestine. It's like the camera is in his, like, rectum, like his small intestine. So you see, like, a bodily tube that looks like the inside of our guts looking out through, like, a small little hole into the outside world. Like, it's like a point of view from the inside of his butt looking out. Yeah. I'm very sorry for anyone who we took this detour. No one was expecting it, but it had to come up because we're talking about Marvel and I'm obsessed with Tom Holland. So yeah, you should still watch it though, because you're like into film and can like give valid critiques on stuff, unlike me. You should watch it because I want to know what you think about it. Because the review that I just gave, like what I just said about it, is pretty similar to what everyone else has been saying. Now, obviously, there's like some Tom fanatics who are like, it was a great movie, it was perfect, Tom did so good. No, it wasn't a perfect movie. And there are people who are like, the movie was trash, it was terrible, it sucked. And I'm like, I don't think it sucked. I just think the Russo brothers maybe tried a little too hard with it. I don't know. But I still overall enjoyed it.
Cool. Well, yeah, I'll definitely check that out. And for some reason, you talking about that, I saw a Lionsgate TikTok. It was either this morning or yesterday. And it's like Daisy Ridley. Yeah, it's like Daisy Ridley like watching him wade into the water, and it's got the peach emoji over his butt. And Daisy Ridley's like, are you good?
I'm gonna see Chaos Walking this weekend with my friend Abby in theaters. And so I've just lately been seeing way more of Tom Holland than I've been expecting to see. Seen the outside view I've seen the inside view, and I'm gonna see the outside view soon. So I'm gonna be an expert on Tom Holland's butt.
Incredible. God. I don't understand. I'm trying to think very hard about how they did a shot inside of Tom Holland's butt.
Oh, it's definitely CGI.
Okay, good.
Oh my God, no, it's not actually inside his butt.
You said he felt really uncomfortable in the interview answering questions. So I was like,
no.
Really stick a camera up this man's butt?
No, so the question was like, there's a scene where we go inside you, or something like that. And so the question were worded weird in the first place, so that could have been why he was uncomfortable. What I meant when I said he was uncomfortable is that I don't think he was the biggest fan of that scene. So he was just kind of like, yeah. and then they're like, now, and then she asked a stupid question. She's like, was it real, or was there like assistants, like with like computers and stuff? Like, why would you even ask that? They're not gonna shove a camera up his butt. Sorry, like. And so he was like, there was help from computers. And, like, that was all he said. And usually Tom's, like, pretty talkative. He's, like, pretty outgoing.
Yeah, he never shuts up. He never shuts up.
Yeah. But I don't, like, I don't know. It's just something was off. Because I saw that interview before I saw the movie. So when I saw that, and I was like, that was uncomfortable to watch. Something was a little off there. So I was, like, kind of... I don't want to say I was looking forward to the scene because it's like a weird scene to look forward to. Be like, oh, I can't wait to see the inside of his butt. But I was like, I wonder what the context. I was under the impression that it would be like he was smuggling drugs in his butt or something because he's like a drug addict and people do that. They smuggle drugs down there. Mm-hmm. That's what I thought it was going to be. But it wasn't. It was just like the doctor checking his butt. Just like not even like the military doctor, like it's like procedure for the military. So just like not relevant at all to the plot. And so I was like, oh, yeah. If I were Tom and they were like, can we get a shot from inside your butt for like this like random, just like past narration plot point, I would probably not be too thrilled about it either. So, yeah.
All right. Well, everybody, be sure to go check out Cherry. And
that was our 20-minute side conversation about the inside of Tom Holland's butt. I'm glad you all enjoyed it.
Hang on, let me check. I want to say that was a 10-minute Cherry segue, but I can't know for sure. But if it was, I hope you enjoyed 10 minutes of Tom Holland's butt.
Yes. Yes.
So, anyways, we're gonna
back to WandaVision. Okay. Oh, and then we get to the ship of Theseus scene, and I was like,
Best scene.
Not only was I in class, but I'm also just stupid. So I was like, I'm just gonna pretend like I know what they're talking about. Like the ship of Theseus, and then they were. I don't know. I don't know what that whole scene was. I don't know what they were talking about.
Do you not understand?
No.
Okay, so the ship of Theseus, from my understanding, because I hadn't heard of it until the show, but it was like an original like woodwork created by some first name Theseus, and then, but the wood would rot and deteriorate over time. So it's an original work, but they keep replacing the like rotted and deteriorated wood. So the argument was, whenever it's fully replaced, is it still the original piece by Theseus or not? So in that comparison, they were like, Vision was the original Vision, but he was replaced and reworked as the original work decomposed or was scrapped or whatever. So, yeah, so the argument was like, is it still the real ship of Theseus? And that's the argument is like, is he the real Vision or not? That's why, yeah, because the Vision was like, I have orders to destroy the Vision, and Vision's like, you are the Vision.
Huh. Yeah, because then I was like, nice and yes, make him self-aware.
Yeah, because like the white Vision was like, because like fake Vision was like, you are Vision, and white Vision was like, I request elaboration. And instead of Vision just saying, you're the Vision, he's a robot, so he had to be all weird about it. But the point is...
Well, and also, that Vision doesn't have emotions.
Also true.
So he probably had to take that logical educational approach to get him to understand what Vision was trying to say.
That's true. You make a fair point. But yeah, so that whole thing was Vision explaining to him that, in a sense, neither of them are the real Vision, but at the same time, they both are.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
Dude,
That's
okay.
like, I kind of got that when I watched it. I just obviously wasn't really paying attention. Because I think at that point we were in breakout rooms too. I really did not pay attention to class that day.
I can't remember the last time I paid attention in a science class.
Well, this is my non-science class. Never mind.
I need to start paying attention in history again.
It was like one of my only non-science classes that I have. So I was like, yeah, not gonna pay attention. Because it's also really easy. Everything is like basically, the whole class is literally, it's one of those classes, because it's not a science class, it's one of those classes that's like literally just your opinion the whole time, you know, like you like write reflections and stuff, and then if reflections are just your opinion, so the whole class is basically for completion. So, and there's no exams or anything, so I just don't really pay attention. It's also at 10 a.m. on Fridays, so I had to like wake up on Friday morning and like go to class, and it sucks. So, but yeah,
None of my
anyways.
classes had midterms, so I was just like,
Lame. Well, actually, I didn't have that many midterms this semester. I had one in anatomy and one in Spanish, but Spanish midterms are always easy. I like never. I study for like an hour for Spanish midterms, but my anatomy one I did study the whole weekend for. But I don't have physics midterm, which is so nice. I just have a final.
nice.
Anyways, okay.
Anyways.
Back to them, and then they take Agatha takes Wanda back to the Salem witch trials, and it's kind of creepy. I'm like,
Yeah.
what's happening here?
Wanda was like, get her. And then Agatha was like, and so then they were like, burn Wanda. And Wanda was like, boom.
Yeah, and then Wanda gets really powerful, and then we see the new costume, and it's amazing.
It's so good. Elizabeth Olsen.
Zoom just asked if I was playing music. I am not playing music. It must have mistaken my angelic singing voice for a Celine Dion song.
Absolutely.
Yep.
But yeah,
anyways, my
Elizabeth
favorite
Olsen,
Elizabeth Olsen. Oh yes, I agree.
new costume.
It's my favorite MCU costume.
Me,
My number one, my top one.
a friend of mine from home, he and I.
My roommate's back.
Hi, roommate. A friend of mine from home, he and I got into a habit of discussing the episodes. Like, we did this during The Mandalorian, and we did this during WandaVision too. But at the end of the episode, he and I talked about it. We both agreed that it was a good finale. And he had a different point of view from me, but he also looks at things very objectively. So he was talking to me about the suit. And he was like, me personally, I think the suit is very over the top. And I was like, see, I don't know. I can understand why you would think that. Me personally, I think it fits, especially in the terms of like her namesake and such, that she's finally getting who she is. Like, she's finally getting her identity. And he said, no, I absolutely agree with that. He said, what did he say? He said, on one hand, I can see how it's over the top even for superhero costumes. I just think it's a bit much. I can understand how it can seem a bit much, but at the same time I can also understand how it's more her growing into who she is as a character and as a person in that universe. And he said, much like getting older and growing more mature, she gets stronger and gets a new outfit and such. And I was like, yes, exactly. It kind of, because he and I, we talked at the end of Far From Home too. That was years ago, my God. And
Like 2 years ago.
it's still years ago.
True. 2. Okay, yes, I know how numbers work.
Anyways, so Yeah, 2 years ago, he and I were talking about Far From Home, and we had the same conversation about Peter Parker having his final swing at the end of the movie. Because he and I had differing opinions on the movie, but we both agreed that the final swing was kind of like a growth and maturity thing for him. Because he didn't have a final swing in Homecoming. In fact, he'd never even been in, like, he hadn't even swung around, like, New York City. So, like, he was swinging around the city at the end of Far From Home, and you could really see how he had grown as a character and as a person in that movie. Because there are consequences, for certain, but at the same time, I have problems with it, but who doesn't have problems with movies?
Yeah.
I still love it. I own it on Blu-ray, so there you go.
No, I do like Far From Home. Bongo la, bongo cha cha cha. Yeah, that song is going on TikTok from Far From Home.
What?
No?
What?
It's like it's the song from Far From Home when they're on the boat. The very first scene of them on the boat in Italy, and it's like bongo la, bongo cha cha cha.
Yes, I know
Yeah,
what you mean.
that one. Okay, so you can stop looking at me like I'm crazy.
Okay. I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, that one. Anyways, I really liked your costume. I was just happy that it wasn't a corset with a bunch of cleavage falling out, because I was just not vibing with that costume. And neither was Elizabeth Olsen, so this one's much better. And it's cool. And it has a little Mind Stone thingy on it, you know?
Oh, that's what that was. Nice.
It's cool. And then we see the runes.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah, she was like, only a witch can cast her magic inside the thing or whatever, and then destroyed her. And I was like, sick.
someone brought up a very good critique of Agatha on TikTok, because they were like, so obviously Wanda was able to defeat her because of the runes. And someone said, like, Agatha's only advantage over Wanda was knowledge, because Wanda is significantly more powerful. She just doesn't have as much knowledge. So
Right.
this person was like, why would you tell her what the runes are, giving her knowledge, like giving her your knowledge when it's your only advantage over her? I was like, that was
Yeah, and she recited that line word for word too. Only a witch can cast her
Yeah.
like she was paying attention.
yeah. I wouldn't. She's smarter than me. I wouldn't have thought of that. I probably would have just died.
Yeah, no, if it were me, I would have forgotten those existed.
Yeah.
Like
No, I did forget they existed because I was like, when I saw them, I was like, oh yeah, the runes.
Yeah, I was like, the runes, and then I was like, oh, I was like,
Like,
if
I
I was
did
in that
forget about
situation, I would have been dead.
Yeah.
I would have been dead.
So good for her.
Yeah,
She's
good
smarter
on
than
me.
us.
And good on me for not being a superhero.
She looks so pretty, and also her accent was back. So I was like, that's cool. I like that. Love that. And then I don't know what happened. My notes towards the end got kind of just like very general, not very detailed, because I was distracted, and also the ending was just really, yeah. But I was like, okay, but Vision is still alive technically, White Vision. But then I was like, it's not the same because he doesn't have emotions, so it's not like Wanda can like connect with him.
Okay, but at the same
But
time,
we will see White Vision again.
right, but the other guy, the fake Vision, he like did the thing. So
He has Vision's memories. He still doesn't have emotion though.
right, but he flew away, so maybe he's gonna take time and deal and cope.
Yes.
Lesson learned: whenever a bunch of heavy stuff gets dumped on you, go take some time.
If you find out that you were created as a mass weapon by a genocidal freak, and then you died, and then you came back to life, and then died again, and then your whole life was fake and made up by your wife, then you should probably fly away to somewhere that the audience doesn't know where you went and think about your life.
Just reflect.
That's the lesson we learned here.
Yeah. Just remember to stay calm. Don't do anything rash.
Yeah. Drink some water.
I'll see you in the morning.
Yeah.
Sleep on it.
Sleep on it.
Welcome to mental health advice for superheroes.
Schools be like, if you're stressed, just stop.
Yeah, just stop.
If you're sad, just be happy.
What do you mean something's wrong with you? You have everything you could ever need.
Yeah, I actually don't think anything's wrong with you. I think you're just making it up and you're crazy.
What do you mean you need to see a counselor? She's busy.
Yeah.
She's writing up schedules. What is she here for then? She's writing up schedules.
Writing up schedules.
Do you want to take...
Did you think that the counselors actually care about your mental health?
All right, so did you want to take Algebra 3 or Stats next semester? Actually, I was wondering if I could talk to you about Algebra 3 or Stats.
Algebra 3 or Stats. If you're sad, just take 14 credit hours instead of 15.
I'm taking 13 credit hours.
I took 12 my freshman year.
I took 12 last semester because my advisor made my schedule for me. We set up a whole Teams meeting to discuss it over the summer. This was last summer. I got on there expecting to tell her what I wanted to do and stuff. She made the schedule for me, and the call lasted 10 minutes.
Bruh.
The only reason it lasted...
That's kind of how my advisor meetings are, though. But that's also because I don't really want to talk to her. I'm just like, tell me what classes it take, and then that's it.
The only reason it took 10 minutes was because I was having trouble accessing my page.
We love it. Education. Okay, anyways. Then she transforms back. She finds Vision and Billy and Tommy, and she knows what she has to do, and they walk back into their house, and she transforms back into her MILF form.
Yeah, she went back to mom clothes. I was like, all right.
We see Vishon.
Yes.
Is that what they call him? The turtle.
Icon.
Those memes are funny.
Dude.
And then she's like, "Good night, kids. You're gonna die and dissolve overnight. But thanks for letting me be your mom." And then that's it.
I did see a TikTok where it was like, I don't remember how it started, but it was like, Billy's a mind reader, so he knew it was going to happen before it even happened. And I was like, you know.
That's why, wait, which one was cooler? Billy was cooler, right?
I said Tommy was cooler.
Yeah.
You said Billy was
no,
cooler.
Billy is cooler. That's why he's cooler.
Okay, but Tommy went out peacefully because he didn't know he was about to die.
That is fair.
So he's cooler because of that. But no, you know that meme where it's like the guy, it's like the art of the guy dabbing, and it cuts to like under here, and it shows him like crying down here. That was me.
Yeah, it was really sad. I was like, well, I wasn't like, because I was in class. Actually, I think my class might have been over by that point. I don't know. But I just wasn't that sad because I was like, I have to go to class in 20 minutes. Don't have time to be sad over this. But it was sad, and then I was like, then I asked TikTok to make that edit with like the song, you know, the one I'm talking about. And then they did, and I watched like 3,000 edits with that song because 3,000 editors made it and tagged me in it, and I was like, ouch. So
I forgot you did that. I forgot you did that. I was like, that's gonna be a mistake.
No, and then you commented like, you already did it. Like,
yeah, I was like, why would you get an editor? It's like, why would you get an editor to do it if you already did it yourself?
Filmed my iPad screen. It doesn't count. I want quality.
Anyways,
and then we get to the post-credit scene, and we see a scroll, and I'm like, Captain Marvel 2.
Yeah, we did see a scroll. I forgot about that.
Although, no, I don't think that was setting up Captain Marvel 2. I think that was setting up Secret Invasion.
Ooh.
Which is with, like, Nick Fury. Captain Marvel 2 is not even supposed to come out this year, and I think Secret Invasion is supposed to come
Secret Invasion is when Spider-Man got the symbiote suit.
I didn't know that. I didn't know anything about it, except that Nick Fury was going to be in it and probably Skrulls. Because Nick Fury's with the Skrulls right now. So,
Yeah.
anyways, that sets up. So the first post-credit scene set up Secret Invasion / Captain Marvel 2, and the last one set up, or the Doctor Strange 2, because she's studying.
She said she said she doesn't understand her power, but she will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
And
in
then
a little cabin, vibing. What was the... Okay, so I saw something on TikTok about the book she was reading. It was like something... I think it basically... That book that she was reading confirmed that she's going to be the villain in Multiverse of Madness.
I really hope she's not.
That was like something... I don't know. Something. It was something about the book that she was reading, and it was like, this means that, so she's going to be the villain. But I don't know, because, after WandaVision, it's like, can't trust any theories anymore, so.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
But, yeah. The future of the MCU is
Looking
starting
good.
off very well.
Because I was talking to my friend who watched WandaVision, and he was like, I didn't even think they could make any more Marvel movies. I thought they were done. I was like, oh, there's so much that they can still make.
There's characters they haven't touched yet, and there's characters that they have touched that have done nothing. So
Yeah.
there's plenty they can do.
Yeah. But, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we get Falcon and Winter Soldier next week.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Woo.
So
I'm so
excited.
excited. Except for Captain America's gonna die! Well, not Captain America, Steve Rogers. Because Sam is Captain America now.
It's not cool. I'm not happy about it.
You're not happy about... Wait, what?
No, I'm not happy about Steve dying.
Oh, I thought you said you weren't happy about Sam being Captain America. I was
No,
like, bro,
I'm-
we're about to have some serious issues right here, right now.
I'm so happy that he's Captain America.
Me too.
Like, people complained about how Bucky should have been Captain America. Like, it doesn't, I don't know. In this universe, I don't think it makes sense.
It's the good man, not the perfect soldier. That's what the German guy said in the first Avenger.
Yeah, Sam's
But
a good
he's
man.
the
He's got
perfect
wings.
soldier, and Sam's a good man.
He can fly.
It makes sense. He's Captain America, and anyone who's mad about it can suck it up. But anyways, yeah, I don't want to see
Guys,
Steve die.
If you're
so,
mad about it, suck it.
I mean, we probably won't see him die. It'll probably just be like he's dead, you know. But that will tear me apart inside because he's my
I
third-
probably
second favorite Marvel character of all time. So it's fine. It's fine.
But yeah, so so we have a lot to look forward to.
Yes. Make sure you tune in next week.
Yes, absolutely. Make sure.
And then you know how you can make sure that you tune in? Smash the like button. Subscribe. Comment below. That won't help you keep up with next week, but just do it anyways.
Yeah, do it anyways. Boost our algorithm up. But
Turn on our notifications.
yeah, turn on the notifications because Falcon and the Winter Soldier premieres next week.
Yeah,
And
Bucky
you know what else
said so.
does? Huh?
Bucky said so to do all of that.
Yeah, Bucky said so. And if you like Bucky, and I know some of you out there do, you better do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Falcon and the Winter Soldier premieres next Friday. You know what else does? Our review.
Yeah.
So,
Even
be
more
there.
exciting than the episode, honestly.
Yeah, we are, obviously. So, be there or be square.
Yeah, don't be square. It's
Don't be
tough.
square. Be round.
Be round.
Be flexible.
Be
Circles are flexible.
I can't
You know
touch my toes, but I am flexible.
Yeah.
How does it feel to be out-funnied every week?
It really hurts. It really hurts my feelings. I'm supposed to be the funny one, and you steal my thunder.
No,
every
I
time.
am the funny one. Comment below if you think I'm the funny one.
Comment below if you think I'm the funny one. I
Don't
know
make
these
it.
I know these comments are probably gonna hurt my feelings, but comment below if you think I'm the funny one.
Do people comment on our videos? I never check.
I don't. Every now and then we get a comment.
Hey, what's up with that, guys? We ask you all to comment like 6 times every episode.
The least you could do is say like hi or something.
Yeah, no
At
one
least let
ever
us know you're
comments.
here. Jesus, ungrateful little bastards.
Don't do that.
I'm kidding. I love you guys, and I'm very thankful of all your support. Yeah.
Okay, that's it.
Okay. Yep. That's all.
I'm cutting you off before you call anyone else an ungrateful bastard again. You're done.
Done.
Yes.
I started this. You can't kick me out.
I'll finish it. Okay. Yeah. So clearly we've lost our mind and descended into insanity. So I think it's time to end the episode. So Micah, sit up.
But yeah, we'll stop here. We'll see you guys next week. New show, new content. Can't wait to see you there.
Yes.
So thank you guys always for watching. I'm Micah.
I'm Amaya. I'm Amaya.
Mm-hmm. And always remember.
Sith Happens.
Yeah, it does. We'll see you guys next week. Bye. Oh, wow. My light's batteries are going out. Oh yeah, they're going out a lot. I need to replace the batteries. That was fun. I think it took us a little minute in the beginning there, but it worked out well. Oh, I'm still recording.